Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Thamayim in Atlanta, and I've got this TikTok pulled up, and it's just showing Esau being exposed for his wickedness, for his pollution, his destroying of the earth. And he's, being seen and being exposed as the actual problem and the threat to the earth. And this video is going into all the radioactive waste that they've actually dropped off the side of the coast, both on the Atlantic and in the Pacific. And it's showing that what they thought would happen, that these barrels would just stay down there, that it in fact leaked out. And it's, this is a health concern for everyone, not just the Edomites, even though they only think about themselves. But we'll get into this video and watch it go into the scriptures from there.
The year is 1951. These barrels of radioactive waste are being dumped into the Atlantic Ocean 120 miles from the coast of New York City. The radioactive waste will remain deadly for hundreds of thousands of years, and it is hoped that it will remain isolated from man and the environment at the bottom of the ocean forever. The same operation took place in the Pacific Ocean, 25 miles from San Francisco, just off the Farallon Islands. 25 years later, in 1975, the Environmental Protection Agency decided to find out what became of the barrels of waste. The first exploration was in the Pacific Ocean. The finding? That some of the barrels had leaked and radioactive material had been dispersed to the sea life and in the sediment of the surrounding area. The largest sponge ever seen was found around the barrels. The EPA said it was not a mutation. The report did say that the levels of radioactivity were low and there was no immediate danger. But there is no way of knowing how long all the barrels would last. 85,000 barrels were dumped in all. The year is 1951. These barrels of
As the scriptures say, if the Lord Yahweh Shai didn't come back when he will come back, there'd be no flesh left to be saved. And this goes to show, because this can't just remain in the oceans forever. We're going to have to make these Edomites go clean it up from the bottom of the ocean, and also go clean up all the space trash that they've left, and just clean up the earth in general, because it does need a refreshing, and it needs new management. And it's no wonder those killer whales are out there sinking boats and trying to take them down, attacking boats, because these devils have done so much to just destroy the earth, destroy minds, to pollute minds and pollute bodies, pollute the animals, pollute the earth, pollute people spiritually with all their crazy theories on the Bible that they've forced down the throats of people. It's just enough. Just done with it. So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 14, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. And these military officials, government officials, and the elite, or whoever organized this simple-minded, bird-brained idea of pushing radioactive material into the ocean just 150 miles off the coast. Whoever did this it can come back to affect them and their people, the other Edomites, the Edomites being the so called white race, the self proclaimed white race. It can affect everyone. And if they can't even see how to do themselves good, do good to themselves, how could you expect anything good to come from them? All their theories and philosophies, their ways are just pollution upon the earth. Because there's a little thing called, or there's the water cycle, in which water evaporates up into the sky, into the clouds, and then it eventually comes back down to the earth. And at that point in 1950, they knew that there were long term effects from radioactive material, from nuclear material. They saw it as soon as they dropped the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You see the survivors and how they lived out the rest of their horrible little lives. You see the effects that it had on them. And for them to just dump this into the ocean without thinking very much on it, and all the way up until 93, that's a long time to be dumping hundreds of thousands of barrels of radioactive material into the ocean, thinking it's not going to affect them. Or maybe they're just thinking pass it off to the next generation. But regardless, it's evil. It's completely evil. They are destroying the earth, and we need Yahushua to return. Yahushua being the one the earth ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, because that is not his name. The J is the newest letter in the alphabet. His name is Yahushua, and his father's name is Yahweh. And we need them to take this devil, the Edomites, out of power. They do not need to reign upon the earth any longer. They're good for no one. They're only good to be the devil, which they are. The devil of the Bible. They are the deceivers, the tricksters. They pass all these things off as being a good thing and seeming like they actually understand what's going on and like they're actually morally upright people. But they are the devil of the Bible. You can just look at their history of blood and rape and robbery that they've left around the world in the short time that they've been in power as well. I'm just done with it, really. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 11, and verse 18. And the nations were angry. All the nations are upset with the Edomites because they're the reason that the earth is in the low state, the low vibration that it is in currently. It says, and thy wrath is come, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, that wrath upon these nations, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great. And that's the good reward. The only good reward he's bringing is coming to the elect, the prophets of the Lord, to the saints. The saints are the Israelites, and those that fear his name, small and great, are the Israelites. That's the only nation that can be saved. The other nations, they've all been enemies unto the Lord and unto the Israelites, the Lord's people. And so they have a judgment of 1,000 years of captivity, of slavery, under Yahushua and the Israelites. And that's their judgment to come. And then the Edomites have to do the same thing, but obviously worse. They're going to get a double portion of what the Israelites got. But after that 1,000 years sentence, they will be done away with. They will be taken out of the earth, genocided. It says, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. And that was, in that video, that was an example of the Edomites, them that which destroy the earth. That was an example of them destroying the earth. And this is something, that guy said can remain deadly for thousands of years. And then when you get into nuclear material and radioactive material, they always go into half-lives and stuff like that. This is a major problem that they put out there, and they need to be judged about it, and their judgment is coming. The wicked is being revealed as we speak, who are the Edomites, the self-proclaimed white race, and they are in for the worst judgment of all time. Twice, if not way more than what the Israelites got during our captivity of the Middle Eastern slave trade and the transatlantic slave trade, and just being on the bottom and being under these base people, these people that destroy the earth and pollute everything. And so, just wanted to show that video and go into a couple scriptures. Lord willing, that was edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakach Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.